Declaration. And to be a part of this closing ceremony, I would like to have the pleasure in inviting the gentlemen. Could we have once again Shri P. Rajeev, Hon'ble Minister for Industries, Coir Law, Government of Kerala, to please join us one more time with the biggest round of applause of the day. And joining him would be Shri APM Mohammed, Hanish, IAS Principal Secretary, Industries and Commerce. With a round of applause, let's welcome him on stage as well. And joining the league to complete on stage, we have Mr. Dinesh Nirmal, SVP of Software Development, IBM, to please join us on stage with the biggest round of applause this evening. And with the three gentlemen all set, right here at the declaration, now I would like to invite Shri APM Mohammed Hanish, our IAS Principal Secretary, Industries and Commerce, to join us for the summary.
Hon'ble Minister for Industries, Coir Law, Shri P. Rajeev, Shri Dinesh Nirmal, Senior Vice President, IBM, distinguished personalities of the dais, guest speakers, participants, officers, ladies and gentlemen. Every fine day has to finally come to a conclusion. Today, after the two eventful days when a great deal of discovery, quest for excellence, and the search to satiate curiosity were all the elements that characterized yesterday and today. When we come to the end of the 2 days of expositions, deliberations, scholarly discourses, we really feel absolutely enriched, we feel uplifted, and we feel that we can certainly take up many, many challenges to come, many challenges of the days to come. We started off yesterday after the customary inaugural ceremony with the vision of GenAI as a driving force of the technological landscape, emphasizing the capacity to spark innovation and redefine enterprise AI. And the modulating features of Watsonics were described in detail by Mr. Dinesh Nirmal. And how is it that GenAI is going to impact in a critical manner the customer satisfaction and the complex workflows, and on how the various solutions related to business are made, how the problems are solved. That was this driving force. And the innovations that were associated with Watsonics and the entire evolving AI landscape, the need for having a new workforce that is to navigate the evolving AI landscape was also discussed in detail. The revolutionizing aspect on the customer service and the back-end processes were also discussed. Individual rights and data security definitely assume critical importance in these times when we navigate through unknown territories, uncharted territories. That's where we need to focus a bit. The disruptive nature of GenAI in the global market, in the employment market, is a matter of concern for all. At the same time, for every job that's displaced by AI, it would spawn at least 10 or 12 new alternative work roles. That's for sure, and this was absolutely received very well. The way in which the sporting arena, the sports was supposed to transform as a result of AI was highlighted by our brilliant man, our coach of the Sevilla Football Club, Mr. Emiliano. Emiliano, that's right. And in terms of how this can apply to India and the rising expectations of this country, were also really looked into. The kind of strides that we have to take in terms of capturing the most beneficial aspects of AI and how it could be utilized to synergize the various operations that are being taken up in different sectors of our economy were also highlighted. It was indeed quite an understanding. The power of open source and the accelerating business innovation through collaboration was also, in a way, brought in by various the development of open geospatial models, and especially the work that has been done in association with NASA was also highlighted. There is always a great deal of pleasure in associating with open source because there is the collaborative effort that's brought about as a result of the efforts at bringing in open source transformation. The applications in robotics was presented as various case studies and also with regard to specific mention to the space exploration missions as well. Mr. Stephen Smith, the former NASA astronaut, brought in a lot of experience, a unique perspective on the interplay between technology and space exploration. Today, we focused upon what the governments can do, what the government of Kerala can do, has done in the field of industrial innovations, the new concepts that have been brought in. And we can also, in fact, the land issues as well as the kind of MSME-friendly commitments that we have made, the easing of business, ease of doing business, and the fact that licenses could be obtained in 7 days' time, it was highlighted. The private industrial parks, the campus industrial parks, a way in which theme-based industrial parks have been promoted across the state, and the kind of work that has been done to clearly bring to focus the 22 core sectors, which includes AI as well as robotics, was highlighted by the Hon'ble Minister. So, in that way, the ESG policy, the graphene policy, the export policies, and also the new policies regarding the logistics was highlighted by our Hon'ble Minister. And along with it, we try to discover what exactly are the positive elements of Kerala, especially with regard to the Sustainable Development Goals and also the skilled human resources, the increased connectivity, the future-ready workforce, and so on and so forth. Yesterday, we started off on a pretty low numbers, but today look at the scale that has been already made with regard to the number of IT professionals across the state. It has really grown to something close to 2,230,000. The draft IT policy and the various government initiatives, especially in the sectors of development of the Techno Park, Info Park, IT Park, and the Digital Science Park, and the way in which the talent pooling could be carried out, and the digital transformation mission was highlighted by the IT Secretary, Mr. Ratan Kelkar. We had a wonderful panel discussion on how Kerala's GenAI fosters a supportive ecosystem in relationship with the various campuses, universities, colleges across the state. So the creation of the campus industrial parks, the kind of progress or the kind of training that can be imparted on AI for the faculty members, it goes hand in hand. Tomorrow the question is about these brilliant, bright ideas to be scaled up, the financial support to be provided, and also the ways and means by which they could turn into unicorn companies. The generative AI represents a new frontier for women who are in the field of technology. And that was discussed, the learnings, and it was very clearly emphasized that women shall not turn away from this era of artificial intelligence, but would certainly take it forward with renewed vigor and spirit. The hackathons that were conducted were brilliant among the students and among the startups. Those brilliant students are really the gems of the society, and they would certainly go a long way. And I really believe that we should all certainly state that they are the real winners of yesterday and today. And they would certainly be the inspirations for thousands of students to follow in future. The impact on economy and business due to the AI adoption in India was brought in vivid detail, and since a great deal of major productivity shift is envisaged, is visualized as a result of the influence of AI on various sectors. The B2C interactions and the retail banking sector being transformed altogether as a result of AI were brought in vivid detail over here. The kind of value systems that can be created, the kind of value additions that can be created was also brought in greater deal. The deployment of AI in business applications and the new job opportunities that could be created were also highlighted to a great extent. The kind of risk that is required for the competitive edge to be made as a result of the application of the new systems, new approaches, new practices were also brought in. Tomorrow, the kind of opportunities that are to be created with GenAI would be summarized as productivity, customer experience, digital offerings, and tech delivery transformation. This is definitely so in customer care, marketing, retail, IT, and so on and so forth. The redefining enterprise operations with the technology is the need of the hour. Now we go on to how the trustworthiness of the GenAI applications and the navigation, the ethical challenges involved that we looked into, especially in these times when a great deal of technical, legal, ethical issues are being raised. Transparency and ethical elements and the tools of the frameworks provided for responsible AI, that GenAI development are emphasized. The best practices in this sector, the innovative concepts, the responsibility, and the encouragement to be given while managing IP and ethical challenges cannot be overemphasized. In all, starting from yesterday, we have traversed the entire spectrum of today's AI and tomorrow's AI. Certainly, the world may not be the same next year the same time. Times would change so fast. It's as fast as the bird which travels all the distance from Arctic to the India and beyond. We need to really keep pace with the changing times. From the Kerala government, we would certainly assure that these changes shall certainly become absolutely lapped up, absorbed, and totally imbibed by all of us. And we would certainly set new frontiers of excellence, new standards would be set, new benchmarks would be created, so that the youngsters in the state would take it forward with renewed vigor and spirit. In sum, starting Minister Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan giving the kind of absolutely scholarly message about how AI, the more transforming, and could also be the kind of answers to many of the vexing questions of today, we end not just as an end, but it's actually the beginning of an exciting, eventful journey. As we say, things behind us and things before us are nothing compared to the things within us. These are the things that create absolute brilliance in our planet Earth. Let's strive for that. Good luck and wish you all the best.
Thank you, gentlemen. And now we request Mr. Dinesh Nirmal, our Senior Vice President of Software Development from IBM Software, for his concluding words.
I don't have any prepared remark, just going to speak from my heart about what I experienced the last 2 days and what lies ahead. I don't want to call it a closure. I think it's a continuation. Giving them the right skills, the tools, the encouragement that they need to succeed. Because without that, there's nothing. GenAI will come, there will be a new one called agents, there will be new technologies. But if we can get our future students, our future in the right path, we have succeeded. So for me, the last 2 days was all about putting that seed down, making sure that we get that started, and looking towards the future to get them excited. But no conclave, no conference doesn't end without a sense of gratitude. While we all enjoyed the product of so many people's hard work, people put day in and night out to go through to make this happen. In 7 months, this became a realization. I mean, I've been to many places where people talked about, we want to do this, we want to have a GenAI conference, we are going to do that, but it never happens. Here it happened because obviously the Hon'ble Minister played a huge role, the government played a huge role, but many others came along to make this happen. And one person from my side that I want to call out is Charlie Korean. Charlie, you is an exemplary force who stood through that test of times from both sides to come through and make it happen. And like I said, no conclave, no conference ends without accomplishing and acknowledging the people who made it happen. So if you would come up, I would ask Honorable Minister to give you a plaque to show you our gratitude. A few more things I want to mention, and then I will turn it over to the Honorable Minister to close it out. No mission will succeed unless we set the right skills. And for that, we just announced a GenAI Center in Kochi, which is really focused on how can we really skill the right set of people? How can we get the right skills? How can we deliver the right products out to market that will really help the companies? Because you heard every student who came in who talked about the help they got, because this also needs help and guidance. So this AI Innovation Center will help educate, especially with the educational institutions, to see how can we bring the right set of tools, help them understand how to use it, expedite the process, all those things. So that's one. The second aspect is that if I look at the generative AI future, it was all about assistance today. I strongly believe the future is about AI agents. So what is an agent? An agent is autonomous. An agent can reason. So if you ask, what is the weather in Nelson Mandela's hometown? Today an assistant has to ask, who is Nelson Mandela? Where was he born? And then it has to figure out what the weather is. An agent could connect to Wikipedia immediately and say, here is Nelson Mandela, where was he born? What is the weather there? And give you an answer immediately. It can connect to multiple systems in an autonomous way and give you the answer. That is where the future is going. It's about reasoning. It's about autonomously answering questions. It's able to connect to multiple systems and sequence it or orchestrate actions to give you an answer. So we are going to work with the Kerala IT mission to see how we can build multiple AI agents to optimize and make it more productive. So that's another aspect that we want to work on. The third focus area for us is all about how can we skill our students to be better and better skilled than anywhere else. So can we work with CUSAT, for example, to create a generative AI focused 6-month course where all the training can be done around how do you govern once you deploy a model, how do you create a model, how do you use fine-tuning to train a model, how do you do prompt engineering, how do you look for hallucinations, how do you make sure there's no, hate, abuse, and profanity in the models, like how do you create and generative AI for enterprise. All those things need to be done through a course. So we want to work with the CUSAT to say, can we create a 6-month intensive course on generative AI to really retool and reskill our youngsters. So that's another piece. The last but not least, we have been working with Kerala Police on cybercrime and also preventing the bad actors from acting. We will soon announce an MOU on how can we bring generative AI into it and help prevent crimes before it happens. I mean, these are all areas where we really need to focus, and these are technologies that can help us prevent things from before it happens. So those are the 4 announcements I want to make. And to close out, I want to say, to me, the last 2 days was also about being proud. Proud to be here to see the initiative we all took to make this conference a success. Every newspaper, every media has picked it up as the first generative AI conference, and it happened to be in Kochi, in Kerala, in India. And what a tremendous achievement. And like I said yesterday, it's not an accomplishment, it's a great achievement, because we not only did it, but we uplifted many other parts of the society along with it. And you saw the advertisements. The advertisement that you saw is about Joe Satan. The advertisement you saw is about Usha Chechi. It's about bringing all parts of society together to make everybody successful, not just one part of the society. So really proud and really thank you for everything you have done. Let's go make it happen. Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic, and a huge applause of the gentleman. Thank you for the vision, for the encouragement, and for the initiative. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Shri P. Rajeev, our Honorable Minister, for the declaration with the biggest round of applause this evening.
Principal Secretary of Industries, Mr. Mohammed Hanish, Senior Vice President, IBM, Mr. Dinesh Nirmal, and my colleagues, distinguished guests and delegates. Now we are coming to the end of this historical conclave on generative AI. It is very difficult to work with an MNC with a history of 100 years. International Business Mission was founded in 1924. This is the 100th year of IBM. Then joining hands with IBM in the historical moment gave a more energy to the state of Kerala to move forward in the right direction. I would not like to take more time. I'm going to read, before going to read the declaration, I would like to mention some specific points. But before that, I would like to extend our gratitude to IBM for associating with Government of Kerala for making this conclave a great success. And our team, particularly KSIDC, under the leadership of MD Shri Hari Kishore and ED Hari, the team done a remarkable work to make this conclave a great success. And also to the media, they gave a very good coverage to this historical conclave. They are also coming to be a part to transforming the state of Kerala into a developed states. Thank you for the contribution of the media also. Our Principal Secretary correctly stated that this is only an end of this conclave. De facto, this is a beginning of a journey to transform the Kerala into a knowledge-based economy and knowledge society. In continuation of this, we have a structured plan. In August 27th, we are going to organize the first robotic international roundtable in Kochi. Thereafter, we will be hosting 11 other roundtable basic on the themes in relation to the 22 priority sectors of the industrial policy. Then July 29th, we have a plan to organize a summit of the investors who invested 12,000 crores in the last 3 years in the state of Kerala, that is around 200 investors, to give more confidence to them to complete their activities and for scaling up their activities in the state of Kerala. Thereafter, we will be hosting 3 roadshows in different parts of the country, Chennai, Mumbai and Delhi. And first will be on August 9th in Chennai to showcasing the strength of the Kerala to other states and other investors. Thereafter, we have a plan to organize 2 roadshows in Gulf countries to attract our NRI investors to the state of Kerala. Then we will be hosting a meeting of the MNCs who are working here on August 5th. In addition to this, in the morning I have mentioned, we have a plan to release certain policies, strengthening the existing industrial policy or extension of the industrial policy. In this month itself, we will be publishing the new land allotment policy of KSIDC and Kinfra Parks. And our IT secretary in the morning, he has mentioned that the IT policy will be released within 45 days. Then in August, we will be publishing export policy and logistic policy, high-tech manufacturing policy, ESG policy, and GCC, Global Capability Center policy, and AI policy in August itself. After completing all these, strengthening this ecosystem, a thriving ecosystem for investment, January 14th, 15th, Government of Kerala will be hosting the next Global Investors Meet in Kochi to attract more investment to the state and create more employment opportunities. Now, I am going to read the GenAI Conclave Declaration, Kerala Conclave Declaration. It consists of 7 parts. 1, AI policy. AI sector has been identified as a priority sector in the present industrial policy. In tune with this, a dedicated AI policy complying with the ESG goals for the state shall be announced during this fiscal year itself. Support will be included in the policy to enhance the existing infrastructure and create a more futuristic AI ecosystem. Second, AI cluster is proposed to be established in the state. AI cluster-based industrial park shall be established in the state on a PPP basis in association with the various technology and knowledge partners. This will facilitate the creation of a common infrastructure, including graphic processing centers, global capability centers, and other ecosystem support infrastructure. Plug-and-play incubation facilities to be established in the state in association with other anchor investors. 3. Policy to promote startups in the AI segment. As per the new AI policy, government will provide financial assistance, including share capital to startups in the AI segment. Preferential share capital investment of up to rupees 5 crores shall be provided by KSIDC to AI entities with a minimum investment of rupees 100 crores. Scale-up loan support of rupees 1 crore shall be provided along with other incentives notified in the industrial policy. Existing MSMEs who are adopting AI technology or AI tools will be provided with financial incentives for the same, thereby strengthening the AI entities in the state, as also empowering the MSME segment. 4. AI-based technology groups to be constituted. Focus groups shall be constituted with the representatives from existing AI entities, research institutions, associations, government agencies, etc., for ensuring wider stakeholder partnership. Adoption of AI in various core sectors like marine genome sequencing, tourism, healthcare, IT, ITS, etc., will also be focused with the support of the technology groups. 5. Will strengthen governance using AI. Will encourage use of AI in various schemes, initiatives, etc., of the state government departments and agencies. As a first step, the companies in Mission 1000 scheme, that is a scheme initiated by the Industries Department to scaling up the existing MSMEs to a average 100 crore turnover industries, will be encouraged to adopt AI technologies, and also the database of Mission 1000 scheme will be analyzed using AI tools. AI tools shall be incorporated into the online mechanism for processing application forms, resolving investor queries, decision making, and licensing support by government agencies, etc. 6. Strengthening AI ecosystem in the state. Provision shall be set in place to impart skill training in AI as per the requirement of industry in collaboration with ASAP, DUK, Digital University of Kerala, Kerala Technical University, KUSAT, etc. Dedicated session for promoting investment from companies in the AI sector will be conducted in the forthcoming Global Investors Meet to be held in January 2025. Campaigns will be undertaken to promote investment into the state from companies in the AI sector. 7. Collaboration with IBM shall be enhanced. Initiatives such as AI training for faculty members, startup, etc. in the state by IBM, possibilities of participating in international events, including ones organized by IBM for AI students, researchers from the state, etc., shall be facilitated. This is the declaration of this historical first GenAI Conclave of Kerala. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and a big shout out to our Honorable Minister. With this, the journey of the beautiful state of Kerala begins to become the GenAI capital in the country. Thanking all the stakeholders, all the collaborators, and all the attendees for being a part of this historic moment, India's first ever international GenAI Conclave in Kochi, in God's own country, Kerala. Technology is a reason to get people closer. There's always a reason to innovate. There's always a reason to collaborate. And there is always a reason to celebrate. And with this, the small snacks and beverage will be served outside. Let's get to networking. Let's get to experience the Watson X zones. The final demos will happen. Get in touch with the representatives. Take your time out, meet the industry leaders who spoke to us. They will be available outside. And just remember one thing, this is India's first ever international GenAI Conclave, and you were here. With this is RJ Amar, been fantastic being the voice of God and host of this prestigious event. See you all on the other side. Take care. Ta-da, bye-bye.